Alright, what's going on, guys? This is going to be my second attempt making this video because I filmed this entire video and got home just to find out that I had no audio on it. So that is awesome. But anyways, I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why I hate my CRF250L. And before I get too into it, you know, I don't hate the bike, and there's not all that much you can expect out of a dual sport. You know, you can't expect these dirt bike qualities out of it, but here's just some of the things that, like, if you really want to go nitpick at, here's some of the things that, like, most people would not like about the bike. So number one for sure is going to be the weight. It has a curb weight of like 322 pounds, I think it is, which, like, you don't really feel it too bad riding, but definitely when you start getting off-road and you start dropping it and riding harder off-road, you can definitely feel all that weight there, and that's something that isn't gonna go away. You know, there's no real mod that you can do to shave a drastic amount of weight off the bike. It's the heaviest 250 dual sport in its class, which is kind of ridiculous, but there's really nothing you can do about it. You know, most of these other things I'm going to be talking about, there's definitely some mods and stuff that'll help you fix those issues, but the weight's definitely something that's not going away. Number 2 on my list of things I hate about the bike is going to be the power. Stock, it comes in a little bit under 20 horsepower. I think it's like 17, 18, something like that. And like, if you compare that to like Honda dirt bikes, I mean, you can't compare it, but it's like, I'm speeding. But yeah, the power, it's extremely underpowered. And you're gonna find that if you try to wheelie or just accelerate, honestly, just merging onto the highway, whatever, it's really underpowered and extremely heavy, so definitely causes some difficulties there. But if you have the money and time and you want to put some money into the bike, I'm pretty sure the big board stage 1 mods, see, it's the big board tune, full exhaust, all that good stuff, I'm pretty sure that brings it to like 32 horsepower or something, which is close to like DRZ power. So if you have the money and you want to put some time and effort into the bike, 100% you can get some power out of it. But you just still have that weight to deal with too. And right there is another problem with the bike. I mean, that wasn't really included in the list, but there's an extra problem, is Harley guys will never wave at you. So if you care about that, don't buy this bike. But number 3, the suspension. The suspension on this bike is super soft, and there's no real adjustability on it in like the front forks or anything. You just have like some basic preload adjustment in the rear, and that's about it. So you definitely, and the suspension feels nice on the road, you know. It's not an uncomfortable bike whatsoever, but it just becomes more of an issue if you're trying to pop some wheelies or hit a jump or something off-road. If you're just commuting around town with it, your suspension's fine. But if not, Racetech makes an upgraded suspension, and they actually set the presets all set up for your weight class and riding skill and everything. So there is some opportunity there. You could definitely have a nice suspension setup with Racetech. I want to say it's like $1,200 or $1,300. So it's not really like a cheap little thing you can do for it, but it's whatever. So number 4 on the list of things I don't like about the bike is the stock gearing. The stock gearing is absolutely terrible. Stock it's 1440, which again, it's fine for commuting on the street and stuff, but there's real like no power lower in the power band to really have any torque for wheelies or anything like that. So I mean, I'm running the 13 in the front and the 40 rear, so I still have a stock rear, so I guess I can't say I don't know its, so I guess I don't really know its potential if I were to upgrade the rear. but I just know stock, it's very, very street geared and slowed down. I'll probably end up in the future doing a 1345 gear ratio, and hopefully that should wake it up in some of those lower RPMs. So number 5 is going to be a really, really nitpicky thing, and it's fairly cheap to change. But the seat is fine, honestly. It's not terrible. Like, if you compare it to the DRZ 400, like, those seats are obviously much, much worse. But because this seat's pretty wide. Like, even comparing it to the new 450L, it's a wide seat. And it's decently soft, but just after a long period of time, you know, it's nothing like a cruiser or a sport bike or anything where you can really just sit on it for a long period of time and not be in pain. So, I mean, that's either just something you get used to, or Seat Concepts makes their kit with the foam and the new cover, and I want to say that's like just under $300. So again, that's not really a bad price. Alright guys, this is going to conclude today's video. Hopefully this shed more light on some of the CRF's little issues, and gave you a more bigger point of view if you're looking to buy one or whatnot. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned. I'm going to be starting weekly uploads this week. And as always, fam, ride bold.